Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope we're all doing well. So today's video, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about why you need to stop being scared and fearful of posting on social media. So many people, more than I actually realise, are just scared of actually posting what they want to on social media, because it will be like, oh, people like my mates are taking the piss out of me and my family might see this or that. Well, they probably don't have your best interests at heart if they think like that anyway. And two, if it's really that important to you, you should just post it anyway. Like, I think so many people could use social media in such a better light. And I know so many people, just like I've made videos on before, consuming too much content rather than producing content. There's so many people with talents out there that are just not using it, and it could be monetized in such a better way. But they just don't do it because of the judgment of people. I understand, like, it's hard. I've taken that on the chin. I've had a lot of people not believing in me and maybe not agreeing with everything I say. And obviously, you got to understand that's part of life. Like, no one's going to agree with everything you say, and I wouldn't want everyone to agree with everything. I don't want you watching this video to agree with everything I say, because you're your own person, and I want you to have your own opinions based on what I say. Agree with some stuff, don't agree with some stuff. That's how I'd always want it to be. But a lot of people, if they get like one negative comment, or someone says, oh, like, why are you doing that? Like, who do you think you are? You think you can be a businessman? Like, you can't do that. Like, go back and just live a life of mediocrity. Like, yeah, you'll get people like that, but 99% of people, honestly, they might see something you post and the next minute they're scrolling onto something else, just getting another hit of dopamine, and they don't care. You have to understand, have some humility at the end of the day. You're not the main character in their life. They're only really caring about themselves. It's very similar to like being in the gym. A lot of people have that gym anxiety, and I understand this because I was there too. I hated it. I always thought people are watching me and stuff, and I was scared of people's judgment. But the only real way, like, solution to this, like it is with the gym, is just doing it over and over and over again. Like, this is how I kind of got, I wouldn't say I'm an expert at like being on camera and stuff, but you'd probably say I'm pretty confident on camera, and I've improved a lot if you've watched my content since I first started. But like, I wasn't always like this. If this is the first video you watched, like, I couldn't put my words together. Honestly, the first time I came on camera, it took me hours and hours to put one video together, and now I can easily do this like two times, like, without failure, and I could just post like multiple videos a day. But it didn't come like naturally. It definitely doesn't come naturally. I'm not that guy at all. I was naturally not had the self-esteem, self-confidence like a lot of people have. It took a lot more for me to get to where I want to be than probably it is for you. Like, if I can do it, then you can definitely do it. Like, there's no excuses, guys. And if you actually really want to do something, then you'll do it anyway if it's really that important to you. Like, I recently posted a video, if you follow me on Instagram, of me like sparring, and I got a lot of people like hating on me, saying like, oh, you don't know how to punch and all of this. And I was like, yeah, right, whatever. I'm not saying I'm an expert boxer or anything like this. It was just a bit of fun. Just thought I'd post it. I wasn't saying anything at all. It's something I'm starting to get into. I'm starting to get into boxing, so I just thought I'd give it a go. Posted it. I don't really care. I just kind of post on social media kind of what I'm doing. People can see what I'm getting up to on a day-to-day basis. And yeah, it got quite a lot of backlash. People saying, oh, you don't know how to throw a punch. I'm like, well, yeah, I don't. I've never boxed in my life. I'm not trying to say I'm like a professional fighter or anything like this, but you'll get that. I put myself under it. I have to accept that that's part and parcel of posting on social media. And if you really don't want that at all, then that's fine. Like, content creation and being somewhat of an actual influencer, like, not one of those bullshit like people who fucking like get these shitty sponsorship deals and they're not actual influencers. Being like an actual influencer changing lives is not for everyone. And I understand completely, because a lot of social media is toxic. You have all these like incel people just hiding behind a camera, and I'm not even, yeah, they don't even show their faces in the comments and stuff. Like, you'll get people like that, but you have to really just put it to a side and accept that that's part and parcel of the job. But yeah, you'll get people that don't like what you say, don't like what you do. They'll unfollow you. They don't agree with you. But at the end of the day, you got to remember, especially if it comes to like business or something, they were never going to do business with you anyway. So it doesn't really matter if you like lose followers, because you'll kind of like filter out the people that are not really interested in your type of stuff anyway. So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, maybe you have a few more numbers previously, but you'll get there anyway if you'll like attract that type of people that when you're posting content that you want to post, they'll naturally come to you. It may take time, as I'm definitely like witnessing, especially like on Instagram and stuff. I have people unfollow me who don't really probably understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. I understand not everyone would, and not everyone agrees with the message and the type of stuff that I like, and that's fine. I completely understand that, but I'm not bothered, because, like I say, they were never going to do like business with me anyway, and they're not interested in my stuff. So I'm like, whatever. And also, you probably watching this, and a lot of people I know, I speak to, their screen time is like 3, 4, 5 hours a day, and they're not even using it to do anything productive. Like, they're not producing content. I'm just like, what is the point? Like, for me, I honestly would not have any form of social media if it wasn't for me kind of promoting what I want to do, spreading my message for business purposes. I honestly wouldn't. Like, I took a big step back from social media kind of before I started this channel about a year ago, 18 months ago. I had Instagram. I deleted like Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, all of that stuff. It was Instagram I had. And even then, I didn't really use it that much. But I thought, I always like had it there because I knew one day that I would use it for this. This was what I wanted to do, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna need it to kind of spread my message. Social media is so powerful, and it's kind of the best way. It is the best way. It's not. You can't be like off grid nowadays, and it's so much difficult. And to kind of get that initial growth, it's gonna come from social media. But now I've really like improved on my mental health. I can kind of handle like people giving me shit in the comments. To be honest, it actually kind of like motivates me if they say like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. It puts that fire in my belly and stuff. And obviously some people don't take it the same way. It really like gets them down. So I think if you don't have that like good mental health kind of developed yet, and I always say your mental health comes first, and you should focus on that before anything else. Then you probably will struggle with like posting and stuff on social media because of the comments you will receive from some people who are just yeah, they're not really even real people probably. But like I say, you're gonna get that at the end of the day. But I think even for people, if you don't want to use it for like a business purpose or showing off kind of what you do and stuff, I think it's always just like a good tool to have, like say for like dating and networking and meeting new people. If you kind of just like keep your Instagram socials somewhat up to date, and you can kind of manage not being addicted to these platforms and use them constructively and proactively, then there can be like a real tool in your arsenal. And like I say, yeah, I think I think you should definitely like use it to kind of produce content, because I think if you can just do that like daily, I set myself like a challenge of trying to post every day for the next 6 months, because that's something that I think will really kind of like grow my audience and stuff and attract the right people. And I definitely encourage you, if you can do the same for the next 6 months, I think we can both look back at this and be like, oh, okay, like I've really changed. I've really like grown my audience. I'm really grateful I listened to that message. And it feels so much easier to post on social media. Since I've been kind of doing it regularly for like, it's only literally for me, it's only been like 2-3 months when I've been like posting like what I actually want to post, not just kind of stuff that people will just be like, oh yeah, that's nice, he's like on holiday, or like it's just me and my friend like going out drinking or something like that. Like, I don't post that normal stuff or anything like that, or like what normal people post. I like post like messages, what I believe in. I'll share stuff I believe in, or promote what I'm trying to send to the world. And yeah, I feel comfortable with that. Still got a lot to learn, and a lot I can develop in myself when it comes to posting on social media. But I've definitely overcome that initial hurdle that a lot of people are really struggling with. And I guess that's why there is a barrier to entry when it comes to stuff like YouTube and stuff like that, because a lot of people have the knowledge and the experiences too, but they just won't they have that fear, and it's such a shame that I know a lot of people who would be good at doing this type of thing, and they have a really good message and a positive message for the world, and they could help a lot of people, and they could make a lot of money too and get a lot of status. I know everyone doesn't want this, but yeah, I think a lot of people would if they knew there were rewards at the end of it, but they know it will take time, and obviously they have the judgment and of friends and family. I get it, guys, but this is kind of your message. It's kind of your sign from the universe to stop being scared of the judgment of people. You're not that important to maybe you actually think you're the main character in your own life. You're not the main character in someone else's. And yeah, I want to see you post every day for the next 6 months. I'll be delighted if I could, if one person did that. Just drop me a DM on Instagram. And yeah, I really hope this message resonates well with you. And yeah, I wish you the best in your journey, guys. So yeah, hope this video has helped, guys. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.